Hello, today I'm going to be reviewing the Hunt for Gollum Adventure Pack for the Lord of the Rings Living card game. And we're going to start off with the hero, Mr. Bilbo Baggins. He has a starting threat of 9. His stats really aren't great, with 1 questing, 1 attack, and 2 defense, and only 2 hit points. And his effect makes him kind of decent for one player goes. His effect is the first player draws 1 additional card in the resource phase, which is okay at best. Next we have the Dunedain Mock, which I love all the Dunedain cards. I love boosting, because I'm a leadership guy, and it's a great card. Attached to a hero. Attached hero gains +1 attack, and you pay 1 resource attached to another hero. I am a leadership spirit guy, and I always build up done here so we can always attack in the staging area and use spirit cards to continue to keep my threat low so they can stay in the staging area. Next we have Campfire Tales, which is a great, fantastic card in group sessions when you're playing with 4 people or 2 people. It doesn't really matter, because you pay 1 resource and each player gets to draw 1 card, and card game, you want to have draw power, and another good card. Next we have the Winged Guardian, which tactics have great defenders and attackers, and this does not have a difference. It's Sentinel. Winged Guardian cannot have restricted attachments. After an attack in which Winged Guardian defends, pay 1 tactics resource or discard Winged Guardian for play. And I think paying 1 tactics resource for he can block for anybody, I think that is just great. It's worth it. Good card. Next we have The Eagles Are Coming. No, cost nothing. Its effect is action. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for any number of eagle cards and add them to your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. If you are running an eagle deck, there is absolutely no reason why you should not run this card. It costs nothing and you get something out of it, so no reason why you shouldn't. Next, we have the Westfold Horsebreaker. And I actually do run this card, as I like to continuously spam Aragorn's abilities over and over again to keep readying him, because he's a Sentinel and he has high attack, so just another great card. There's not really any other use for him, maybe for quick questing points, but other than that, nothing much. And next we have, what is that? Mustering the Rohirrim. Search the top 10 cards of your deck for any 1 Rohan ally card and add it to your hand, then shuffle the other cards back into your deck. This could be a great card if by the time you have this if you only have the original core set and then this expansion, you don't have a lot of Rohan allies. So it could eventually be good, but at the moment, it is okay at best. Next we have the Rivendell Minstrel. After you play Rivendell Minstrel from your hand, search your deck for 1 song card and add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. That is a great card, especially if you're playing in group. Just keep feeding people resources, and there's other cards that come out later. I don't remember what the name of it is, that you get pluses for giving other people for playing songs. Yeah, I don't remember what the card is, but still a great card, and it has 2 questing, and that's, always helpful. Next we have Strider's Path. After a location is revealed from the encounter deck, immediately travel to that location without resolving its travel effect. If another location is currently active, return to the staging area. That is a great card with some card effects making you exhaust to travel or wound or all the other great stuff that happens to you. Just a good card and to get those pesky things out of the way. Next we have our first song, which is the Song of Kings. Attached to a hero, attached hero gains a leadership resource icon. All songs go great with lore decks. This just helps other people out. Or if you're playing both spheres of influence in your deck, just pluses all around. So, yeah. Then we have the quest cards. The hunt begins. Forced. After the player has quest successfully, the first player looks at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, reveal and add one of those cards to the staging area, and discard the other 2 cards. I love all the artwork of every single Fantasy Flight card I've ever seen, and that is no different. A new Terror Abroad. At the beginning of the quest phase, the first player looks at the top 2 cards of the encounter deck, reveal and add one of those cards to the staging area, and discard the other. I think it's a dead cow, that's kind of weird. We have On the Trail. Any player who does not control a hero with at least 1 clue objective attached cannot commit to the quest. Cannot commit characters to the quest. Okay. If there are ever no heroes with clue objectives attached in play, reset the quest deck to stage 2v. And you will get reset sometimes when you play this quest, and it is just annoying as all hell. Great artwork still. Next, we have the clue cards that we were just talking about. Response. After the player's quest successfully, players may claim Signs of Gollum if it has no attached encounters. When claimed, attach Signs of Gollum to any hero committed to the quest. Counts the condition attachment with the Forced. After attached hero is damaged or leaves play, return this card to the top of the encounter deck. And it is not hard to get to complete the quests, because there are, I think, 4 of them in here. Yeah, there are 4. Yeah, you get it quite often from the games that I've played it with, and it doesn't really hurt you to get the card. So next we have the Old Fort. X is the number of ally cards in play, which really hurt me because I play a lot of allies, so it was a little difficult to get past this card, but you know, this whole game is pretty difficult in my opinion. Next we have the Eves of Mirkwood. While the Eves of Mirkwood is the active location, encounter card effects cannot be cancelled. And that will probably screw some Spirit players out there. So a lot of their cards cancel those things. But yeah, that's pretty ridiculous, in my opinion. Not a high threat though, so that's always good. Next we have River Ninglor. While River Ninglor is the active location, remove 1 progress token from it and from the current quest at the end of each round. Okay, now the fact that it takes 4 progress tokens to actually get out of this location, and it takes away at the end, really is annoying. I can't lie. It really, really is. Next we have the East Bank. While the East Bank is the active location, ally cards cost 1 additional matching resource to play from hand. That is also quite annoying to have to pay an extra resource, since resources are so vital in this game, to just get something, to get an ally out. Next we have the West Bank. While the West Bank is the active location, attachment and event cards cost 1 additional matchmaking resource to play from hand, and that is, again, annoying. Just like its twin brother, the East Bank, this one just makes you pay an extra resource to play for attachments and event cards, which, yet again, I mean, everybody uses those. I mean, come on. Just annoying stuff. What do we have next? Next, we have the Goblin Town Scavengers. Yep. 1 threat, 1 attack. Discard the top card of each player's deck until the end of the phase. Increase Goblin Town Scavengers' threat by the total printed cost of all cards discarded in this way. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry. That is ridiculously dumb. And I hate that card. That card can go die. Next, we have a lot of these cards, actually. We have 5 of these. The Hunters from Mordor. Hunters from Mordor get +2 attack and +2 threat for each clue card in play. Which, if you're playing with 4 people, which means there is going to be 4 usually in play by the time we get there, because we always like to be prepared, which makes this guy up to 10 attack and 10 threat when he's in the staging area. Whenever we get to him, usually. And you can't tell me that's just insanely high. But what can you do? The Fellowship still prevails. Right, now we have False Lead Treachery card. The first player chooses and shuffles a card with the printed clue trait back into the encounter deck. If there are no clue cards in play, False Lead gains Surge. So either you lose a clue, or there's another card revealed from the encounter deck. That's basically all that says, and you want to collect clues, so that does not help you in any way, shape, or form. Right, next we have Flooding. Doomed 1 and Surge, so no matter what, there's another card coming from the encounter deck, and you have to raise your threat. That's always fantastic. When revealed, remove all progress tokens from all Riverland locations, which, if I'm not mistaken, all the locations in this quest are Riverland. So yeah, fantastic. And last card of this set, of this adventure pack, is Old Wives' Tales. When revealed, discard 1 resource from each hero's resource pool if able. Exhaust any hero that cannot discard a resource from its pool. So you're either losing a resource or losing a character for the turn. Both powerful and not good, and God, that is terrible. Alright, well, that's it for the cards. I just want to end by saying this quest is fun. Every time I played this quest, I never got bored. I always enjoyed what was going on. It has a lot of surprises. It is not a hard quest by any means. There are bumps and things that will piss you off a lot in this quest, but it's difficulty level 4 out of 10, and it actually is that way, unlike some other quests that are a whole lot harder than they think they should be. And it's a great thing to get. Go out and buy it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please like. Thank you.